So I have to be honest, I know next to nothing about rescue bots. Maybe outside of that massive T-Rex Optimus Prime, but hey, this guy looks cool. Or does he? This is Transformers Age of the Prime's Voyager class Heatwave, a modern release of the classic Rescue Bots character that I have no idea about. He's a retool of Legacy Prime Universe Bulkhead, which I also have not handled. So fuck me, right? Heatwave of course comes with his obligatory instruction sheet, a small ladder section, an axe, and a water spraying nozzle. The latter two are made of a hard blue translucent plastic. The ladder can attach on his back via a 5mm peg, and he can have each of the blue accessories in his hand, or they can store on the ladder. Taking a look at robot mode, I like the big bulky design, and the square nature of the bulkhead mold really works here. Taking a closer look, Heatwave has a fantastic head sculpt, much like his Rescue Bots mate Legacy United Autobot Chase, and it's beautifully light piped. Heaps of silver and yellow paint over the body, plenty of molded detail including lovely checker plating on the back of the legs, and a welcomed inserted clear blue windscreen section. Now, for the ugly. First up, the way the arms tab into the body feels so flimsy, and I feel like playing rough with it, as kids tend to play, could lead to bending and damaging the more flexible plastic assembly it's attached to. Also, particularly the red plastics, they don't feel as nice as some of the Heatwave's wave mates. Assuming they were all produced at the same time, I'm not sure why they feel quite different. Also, the waist is garbage. It doesn't peg in firmly, and it easily comes out whilst handling him, which leads you to just see how hollow it is. Maybe it's symptomatic of the reused bulkhead. If you have experience with bulkhead, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Articulation isn't bad for a big bulky guy. Head is on a ball joint, allowing for rotation. He can look up and down, but minimal waggle. He has universal shoulders, but when you have to bring the arm back down from the sideways position, feels like it's going to break. Bicep swivel, single jointed deep elbow, wrist rotation, full waist rotation, universal hips with a full range in all directions, though when going back you need to hold the crutch. Again, a bad connection. Limited thigh swivel, single jointed 90-degree knee bend, decent ankle tilt with a heel and toe bend. Some size comparisons. Here with Legacy United Autobot Chase, Age of the Prime's Megatronus, and Studio Series Bone Crusher. Transformation. Remove the ladder, lift the back panel, untab both shoulders, lift the entire cab almost 90 degrees. Fold the head in, close up the filler panel. Now lift the entire upper torso off that shitty waist connection, rotate the arms down on the red armatures, rotate up the arms, then collapse them in together. Fold the elbows up, then close the cab down over them. Fold this small piece up, extend this assembly, fold down this panel, collapse this assembly into the back of the truck whilst also bending the knees. Open up the legs, fold out the fuel tanks, rotating them and then pegging them into the thighs. Close up the legs. Finish collapsing the back of the truck, tabbing it together, tab the legs together, tab the fuel tanks into the cab here, peg the ladder in here, folding the heels in, and then the foot back, which also tab into the ladder, kind of. Finally, fold this panel back. Here we have his fire truck mode. This transformation isn't hard, but it's just kinda shit. The center of the truck, this leg crutch area is just a mess. The ladder doesn't really peg in, it just kinda sits there. This bracket is just hanging out. I'm not a fan of this mode. I'm normally not negative, and especially with no Rescue Bots nostalgia, this truck mode is fucking shit. Anyways, you can peg the weapons into the ladder like earlier, but when you go to unpeg them, guess what? You just pull the ladder off. It's shit. You can use the ladder's 5mm peg and plug it into that bracket on top and kind of hinge it down so it sort of looks a little bit better. A positive in fire truck mode, he has a bunch of 5mm ports on the back, so if you feel inclined, use them. And you can also peg the weapons into the sides here. Vehicle mode size comparisons. Here with Legacy United Autobot Chase, Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime, and Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Look, if it wasn't obvious already, I really dislike this alt mode. The cab is cool and the rest is dog shit. I appreciate the concept, but the execution is lackluster. The robot mode is fine, looks good, but it has poor hand feel. What are your thoughts? Do I recommend picking this up? Not really. Unless you're a real Rescue Bots fan, which I know a lot of you are. Otherwise, discount only in my opinion. That was Transformers Age of the Prime's Voyager class Heatwave. Hopefully the next review will be a bit more positive. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.